Why are we learning first JavaScript and not HTML and CSS? Tinu bro. I would say its essence is first going to be the simple language that you learn right whenever you are starting your journey in programming. You choose one language and then you learn on top of it, right? So whether it be Python, Java, C, C++, JavaScript. In any language you can pick, right? So first, as an engineer, we are going to get a good hold of what all particular programming languages. Hey, what's up everyone, this side, Tinu Gala, smiling face with smiling eyes. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, comment on my videos. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. Save the JavaScript playlist. Topics. Alright, so what topics are we going to cover today? First, we will talk about why are we doing programming? What is programming? What is the concept of programming? Then we will talk about what JavaScript is. We will write our first code. I told you when we are starting programming we need to pick a language, right? For example, when you are trying to speak you need to pick a language. Correct, either you will speak in English or you speak in Hindi, or you speaking Spanish or you speak in German, right? So to communicate your thoughts you need a language, correct? Similarly, when you want to program, right? Program is nothing but some important instructions that we are giving to the computer, right? So when you are giving some instructions to the computer you want a language you want to communicate. Right, so definitely here we are going to pick JavaScript as our first language with which we are going to communicate with our computers and give them instructions and tasks. Okay, in JavaScript we will understand why we use JavaScript. Okay. Then we will also understand what is JavaScript. Then we will write our first program, Hello World program in JavaScript. Okay, then we will look at basic details of JavaScript, such as what is a variable, what is an operator, what is a data type, what is comments. Course is designed in such a way, and it does not matter at all whether you are from technical background, whether you are from non-technical background, or any other background whatsoever. Okay, this course is designed in such a way everyone who has never done programming in their life can also understand what the idea is. Okay, and don't question the flow of the course as well. This is a tried and tested out flow, so everything that we are teaching in the end is going to be connecting dots. Firstly, we cannot just directly jump to HTML and CSS when we don't exactly know any programming language. Okay, first we will start with programming. So what is programming? Programming is simply a way where we write some tasks or write some instructions that is supposed to be performed by the company. In essence, this is the most simplest way we define program, correct? When you have some housemaid at your home, you give some instructions to those housemaid, right? That what all things they need to do to. History. Tinu bro. Now you introduced JavaScript class, that's fine, but Tinu bro, can you also talk about a little bit history of JavaScript, right? Okay? There was a person known as Brendan Eich, founder of JavaScript. He basically invented this language in 1995, so he was recruited by Netscape to develop her language which can run in browser. Okay, that is how the JavaScript happened. Right now in 1996 Microsoft released their own version of JavaScript and they call it JSON. Now to prevent this conflict, Netscape basically went to the ECMA, European Computer Manufacturer Association. Okay, so because it led to a conflict, because Microsoft also released their own language JavaScript. So Netscape basically went to ECMA, European Computer Manufacturers Association, to basically develop a standard JavaScript, okay, which is like a form in JavaScript, and then this standardized the entire language and renamed it to ECMAScript. So ECMAScript basically defines a standard way of writing JavaScript. Why is JavaScript so popular? We have so many languages every year in the market. We have so many new languages coming. Okay, that is the UI of any website. Whenever you go to any website, whenever you go to the reliable website, right? You see some boxes, you see some sliders. To see something more details written on the UI, right? Some pop-ups coming up, some boxes, in this all of it. Whenever you want to see all of it is written in JavaScript, okay? So understand whenever you have a browser. Browser only understand HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Apart from this, browser does not understand anything else. Everything else is garbage and rubbish. There are languages like GWT Dart. You might not have heard the name. There are languages like GWT Dart by using which we can create the UI, but those languages basically translate the core into JavaScript only. Now some of you might say that, Tinu bro, how can you say that this is the only thing that the browser understand? I have heard of that GWT Dart also, right, which basically can be used to create the UI on the front end of a particular browser. Okay, but thing is they also eventually convert their code into JavaScript only, and then it is understood by the browser. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, comment on my videos. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. Save the JavaScript playlist. Primarily JS used to be executed on browsers only. But then Node.js came. Now you can execute JavaScript on your machine instead of a browser. Single-threaded. Now, JavaScript is a single-threaded language, which means it has only one call stack that is used to execute the program. The call stack is the same as the stack data structure that you might read in data structures. Synchronous. Tasks are executed in different threads but wait for any other executing tasks on any other thread. JavaScript is synchronous. Asynchronous. Tasks start being executed without waiting for a different task to finish. At a given time, only a single task can be executed. JavaScript can perform some async tasks also. JavaScript is high-level programming language. Program-high-level language-compiler-low-level language-computer. Let's just use JS on browser. Console.log, hello world. Comment below. Hooray! Smiling face with smiling eyes, smiling face with hard eyes, raising hands. You wrote your first code. What console represents? Console is an object that provides access to the browser debugging. What is log? Log is a method. One YouTube trick. For my subscribers and students. JavaScript. You can messages thousands of person on WhatsApp. Follow unfollow on Instagram. Etc. Which the help of JavaScript. In upcoming videos we will learn what are variables, functions, operators, array. Enroll in JavaScript course. Link is below in description. Thank you guys for watching the video. Enroll in JavaScript course. Link is below in description. Thank you guys for watching the video.